I could rise up against Time Lords.
That was a bit of a jump you made there, I think. Hello and welcome to the thesayswhopod podcast with Kat and Tip.
Aloha.
Aloha indeed. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. How are you?
All right, thank you. Well, a little bit worryingly, you do have another hot chocolate that you've just started after last week.
I know. I need the energy though, to be fair.
So we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thesayswhopod podcast where we talk news, reviews and all things Who. I keep forgetting to do that. Also, there are timestamps below. Should you wish to have a little...
Skip first.
Yeah, if you want to skip all of this preamble. But how's life? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I've been working.
Mm-hmm.
Sorting out Gibson. Gibson's my cat. He went, for everyone who was invested in Gibson's vet story.
Yes.
Yeah. Under his mild sedation, he was a perfect little angel.
Oh. He's always a perfect little angel.
Yeah, of course he is. They took all the bloods they needed. They come back perfectly fine.
Nice.
So he's in nice, healthy working condition. All of his medication's working. So we've just got to get some more blood tests in a couple of months to make sure that that's still all stable. And he's perfectly fine.
Lovely.
But yeah, I worked out how, because obviously he's a rescue, so we don't really know his age. But on his prescription, I saw what they've put him down as, and he's 14 this year.
Wow.
He's an old boy. In cat years, that's old. So I guess I have to give him more bickies.
As every 14-year-old deserves. Yes. Wow. Lovely.
Anything else? Just Doctor Who stuff, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe if there's any news.
There's no news. There's never going to be any news.
There's never going to be any news ever again.
Ever again.
Yeah, I don't think we have any news.
No.
So,
what's been happening in your life? What's your life news?
Not a lot.
We're so entertaining, aren't we?
I know.
We need to cut
really
this
are.
section out.
Yeah.
Every week it's like, well, we've been at work.
Been to work.
And trying to live life.
Yeah.
Watch Doctor Who.
So, I don't think we've really got any news this week. But that just means we can launch straight into our very exciting topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, I need to work on my reactions. Because I know nothing about what Tip's about to say. All I really can offer is a reaction. So I'll be workshopping some throughout.
Okay. Are we going to try and get a new catchphrase for you, do you think?
A new catchphrase? Do I have one already?
No, I just mean you can like develop. At the minute, it's okay, guys.
Okay, guys. I love talking to them.
To them.
My friends.
Right, so this week we're looking at some of Doctor Who's Unmade Stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I've compiled a list,
done
a little bit of the old research.
Yeah, you love that. You love tippy tapping away on your laptop.
Yeah, man. Tippy tapping from Tip.
Do you know Tip, the tipper tapper? Tippy tapper.
That's me.
Tippy tappy tip.
Jesus.
Tipping tapping tip.
I said the hot chocolate was a bad idea.
No, I'm just excited with wordplay.
What, were you going to say something there?
I was, yeah, but I got distracted by you saying tipping, tapping.
No, you got distracted by yourself. So I've compiled a list of, I think, 15.
We've got 15.
I got 15. There were so many.
Really?
I've just cherry picked, and they're all like varying from the whole spectrum of the show's history.
So from 1963 plus.
Correct. Good knowledge.
Oh my god! Yeah, is this it? Is this your mood today?
I just thought that was an irrelevant detail. So from 1963 plus, I know when Doctor Who started.
wasn't it? You just said from the whole like spectrum, and I just wanted to clarify what you mean is from 1963 plus through to now.
Well, what else would it mean?
I don't know. Oh, whatever. You know what? We just bloody get on with the topic. Riding my coattails.
That's not what that means.
Is that not what it means? You're riding my tailbone. I don't know. What's the...
Beg your pardon? I'm bloody not. Sam, I'm not. I'm
I
not.
promise.
I'm sat here. Thank you very much.
Oh, I don't know what it means. Just carry on. Cut all this and carry on.
Carry on. These are from like.
I bet I know what one of them is. And if we get to it, I'll tell you.
Okay. All right.
This is a fun game, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm having so much fun.
I am, so.
Yeah, it's from across the whole history of the show, different eras, at different stages of development. Some of them are literally just like initial seeds of an idea. Some of them were like scripted, ready to go, and then for whatever reason didn't get made. But yeah, I thought we'd just you don't know what's on this list.
I don't.
Obviously, you reckon you know
2. I think.
You know 2.
I think I know 2.
Interesting.
Because I did research once and found out a couple of things.
There was one
No.
time where I did research.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant once I had a meltdown and did some research.
See, I told you, I had a meltdown is your catchphrase.
No, but I did.
No, I know. I'm just saying that's your catchphrase.
I don't want it to be. Okay, let me rephrase that. One time I went down a rabbit hole. That sounds nicer.
Yeah.
I Alice in Wonderland did. And found out some information. That's all I got. Let's go. Let's jump in.
Thank you for that.
Let's jump into the rabbit hole.
Let's jump straight in.
With story 1.
Yeah, number 1 is The Nightmare Fair.
This sounds cool.
Written by Graham Williams. This would have been the first serial of the Unmade season 23. So Colin's second series, which was obviously then replaced with Child of a Time Lord. A Sixth Doctor and Perry story. I'll just give you the little synopsis here.
Go on.
Vacationing at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, the Doctor and Perry meet a young man named Kevin, whose brother has vanished, and learn of a spate of recent disappearances from the fun fair.
Oh my god.
Investigating, they
That's
discover
fun.
that the culprit is the Doctor's old foe,
The Time Meddler.
the Celestial Toymaker,
Oh my god, that's so fun.
who is studying humans to help him design a deadly video game. The game, which is about to be distributed around the world, sees the player battle deadly monsters which can come to life and exit the game. The Doctor agrees to playtest the video game, whilst Kevin and Perry, which...
Oh, already, that's incredible.
But,
Does that exist yet?
well, bear with. Also, very funny that it's Kevin and Perry.
And not Perry and Kevin.
No, Kevin and Perry, because that's a comedy.
Yeah, that's what I said. Does it even exist yet?
Oh, I thought you meant this story.
No.
Oh no.
No,
I don't think
that's what I
think
meant.
Kevin and Perry does. Yeah.
That's what I mean. So Doctor Who is the reason why Kevin and Perry exists. You heard it here first. That's some bloody news.
That's very funny. Whilst Kevin and Perry work with the Toymaker's alien prisoners to construct a device which will distract the Toymaker at a critical moment, freeing the Doctor. The Doctor then rewires a piece of the Toymaker's own equipment to trap him in a force field powered by his own thoughts.
Okay, that's sick. And I'd like to write that, please.
Well, it has already been written.
And it's a Big Finish audio.
It is.
How could I guess?
So yeah, they released an audio adaptation for their Lost Stories range in 2009, with David Bailey replacing Michael Gough, who's retired from acting at the time. Yeah. But it was planned that Michael Gough was going to come back as the Toymaker.
Yeah.
The setting of Blackpool was John Nathan Turner's idea, inspired after Colin Baker was invited there for an attraction opening and saw the people being like, "Oh my god, it's Doctor Who!" At Blackpool. And obviously he loved doing little...
That would have been so good.
Publicity bits, stunt casting, and, all of that. Like the whole thing with Concorde in Time Flight and trying to tie things in. Rehearsal scripts were ready by February 7th, 1985, but on February 27th, it was announced that production on Doctor Who would be suspended.
Why?
And then obviously we went into the
Oh,
hiatus.
hiatus, yeah.
Ultimately, all of the planned season 23 scripts were abandoned for the season-long trial of a Time Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Target Books later published a novelisation of this story in 1989.
Okay.
And then obviously Big Finish did an audio adaptation.
Well, I'm actually gonna have to. I want to listen to that one. So, if you don't already know, I love horror things, and specifically fairground attraction horror things,
Mm-hmm.
and that with the Celestial Toymaker. Yes, please sign me up. What is it called? The Nightmare Wheel.
It's called the Nightmare Fair.
Yep, nearly.
Almost. The Nightmare Fair, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thoughts on that? Thoughts of a Sixie and Toymaker rematch?
I think that would have actually been a really very good story. It would have been right up my alley, and I'm really sad that it doesn't exist.
Well, there was meant to be this isn't the first time that the Toymaker was planned to come back.
Is this the one that they made into is it Sylvester and Bonnie story with the Celestial Toymaker? There's a novel, isn't there?
Oh, I don't. Oh no, I think that's a is that like a one of the BBC book after the show had been cancelled?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember.
No. I'm saying on TV.
Oh, go on.
There were plans for him to come back in a fourth Doctor story.
Really?
Mm.
Could you imagine the Celestial Toymaker up against Tom Baker?
Yes. Ah.
Oh, that would be so good. That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So there you go. There's an interesting little.
That's a very interesting.
I'm not sure if we've got any more of the season 23 Unmade Stories on this list.
Okay.
But there's some really interesting ones in there.
Oh, well, if you haven't got one of them, then my one that I thought you would bring up isn't on there then.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Because I made this list probably about 6 weeks ago.
Okay.
So I can't actually remember which ones I did and didn't put on there.
Yeah. Okay.
So next we've got the 1920s, which was a working title. I imagine that wouldn't have been the actual title.
Yeah.
Written by Stephen Fry.
Stephen Fry?
Yes.
Wait, I know who that is.
I know. That's probably what's most surprising about this.
Stephen Fry?
Yeah.
In what year, please?
This would have been a Series 2 episode.
No way.
In fact, it would have been episode 11.
So not Fear Her?
Mm.
Oh, you're cursing internally, you are.
Not much is known about the plot, other than that it would have concerned the Arthurian legend of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, which would turn out to have an extraterrestrial origin. The 20s setting was inspired by Fry's film Bright Young Things, which also starred David Tennant.
Oh.
During production, the team realised that Fry's script would use too much of the budget, and the decision was made to replace it with Fear Her and push it back to season 3.
Oh, but it still doesn't exist.
With the script needing rewrites to accommodate Martha in the companion role, Fry had to withdraw his script from the series as he now had other commitments.
Oh.
So, there you go.
There you go. To be fair, I'm not that bothered.
I think it would have been interesting to see a story from a big name writer.
Yeah, I guess so. But knights don't really float my boat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would have been set in the 20s, which I think is the most interesting thing.
Yeah.
That it's not a medieval setting, despite being the sort of Arthurian Camelot legend.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what David Tennant would do with that. I wonder what would happen. That's it. Yeah. Interesting.
Because there's one of those, I forget what the range is called, but the BBC novels that
with the pretty covers.
Yeah, where they take a classic bit of literature and do a Doctor Who spin on it.
Oh yeah.
There's a 10th Doctor one called Legends of Camelot or something like that.
Right.
And the cover is him on horseback.
Oh yeah.
In armour, with his 3D glasses on, and the Sonic.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe that was inspired by.
Potentially. I don't know. But yeah, Stephen Fry was at the original script read
Oh.
for the first episodes of Series 2.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Well, next, we've got a story called Farewell Great Macedon, which was written by Maurice Fahey, intended for Season 1.
Okay.
Original Season 1.
As in 63 season?
As in 63. So this would have been First Doctor, Ian, Barbara and Susan's story.
Yeah.
The TARDIS...
Where?
Sorry?
Where?
What do you mean, where?
In the episode list.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, did it not say?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just a proposed...
Oh, okay.
Sort of, yeah. When they're like not as far in development and they're just kind of submissions,
Oh, okay.
they're not allocated slots.
Okay.
Obviously, with the Stephen Fry one, it was like, oh yeah, that'll be this, and then
it wasn't.
Yeah. So the TARDIS materializes amidst the hanging gardens of Babylon, where the Doctor and his companions meet Alexander the Great. However, 4 members of Alexander's retinue are planning to murder the king and his successors, so that one of their number, Seleucus, let's go with that, Seleucus,
That sounds...
can ascend to the throne and allow them to return to their homeland. The conspirators try to frame the time travellers, but the Doctor and Ian succeed in a series of trials, and Alexander's bodyguard, Ptolemy? I'm struggling with these names, guys. Alexander's bodyguard, Ptolemy, proves their innocence, but history cannot be changed, and despite the Doctor's efforts to save the king's life by having Ian build an iron lung, Alexander dies while Ptolemy helps the companions escape to the TARDIS.
That sounds complicated in my noggin.
I mean, it's very much...
That's one of your pure historicals, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very much an Aztecs or a Reign of Terror or, that kind of early Hartnell vibe.
that kind of vibes. There was only a few pure historicals that I actually got on with, because I'm not really a history buff.
What are the ones you did like?
The Romans, the Aztecs.
See, the Romans I think is quite a different sort of kettle of fish, because it's a pure historical, but it's a carry-on film. Like,
right?
Do you know what I mean? It's
no, because I've never seen them.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a farce.
Yeah.
It's a
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas something like The Massacre, is a very different kind of.
Don't.
Yeah, but I think this would have fit nicely in that kind of mold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alexander the Great would have been an interesting character to look
My
into.
history isn't there.
Isn't there? It's just not there.
It's not.
I've looked for it and it's not there.
History? Don't talk to me about history or geography, because I couldn't tell you things. The last time I did history was GCSE, scraped it just to get the grade, and I waved goodbye forever. So
and then continued my obsession with a television program predominantly revolving around time travel.
Time travel and sci-fi, which I don't like. So
yeah, this really isn't the show for you, is it?
No, I love it.
It's about history? Nope. It's about science? Nope.
Don't care. Love it. It's my personality, so clearly it's done something right.
Yeah, it's that is interesting though, that you don't really have any interest in
any of those things, but Doctor Who has got me in a chokehold and rotted my brain.
I'd say my interest falls more on the history side. I'm not
really.
Yeah.
See, I think my education was poor because.
Yeah. Okay.
Because of the town I lived in, and all I learned in history was World War II.
I mean, that was a bulk of my sort of history.
But I know nothing else, so I don't know. And apart from, like, I learnt about gods and goddesses in primary school. Other than that, it was World War II and the Holocaust, so I'm sorry to say, I don't know really anything about the Romans. I don't know anything. Like, nothing. I remember once going to a school trip, and there was a load of, like, ruins. And I was like, I'm really interested in this. I really like this. And then we just didn't learn about it. And I was like, oh. And I've never had the initiative to read up on it, and I probably should because I'd be
Interesting.
really interested in it. But so I don't really know anything about the Romans. I don't know anything. I don't know who Alexander the Great is, who you just said. What? Did I say it wrong?
No.
You're laughing at me.
No, it's just you're like, I don't know who that is.
I don't. So like, other than like World War, pretty shit hot on. But anything other than that, I did not get taught.
See, because my GCSE history, we had like 3 main facets to it,
Yeah.
and by far the most interesting one was Nazi Germany.
Yeah, that's the one that's all I learned.
But then we had a case study thing about castles, and it wasn't even like about medieval
No.
Britain. It was about the fortresses, like literally the physical buildings of castles.
I only learned about castles because I got intrigued by, I can't remember what Doctor Who episode it was. And then I was like, I really like castles actually. And then like went and did like a bit of a research into like battles within castles and what their defenses were and things like that. And I think we briefly touched upon it, but my class was really naughty, so they just tried to teach us whatever they could. Like my history teacher had a nervous breakdown halfway through the semester, I remember. And we had to get a new one, so then we had a load of cover teachers and stuff. Like it just wasn't. My education was not fab.
Well, the only other thing I did in my GCSE was this really weird, like, kind of mishmash of history and science, medicine through time, from like the Hippocratic Oath and the Four Humours and all of this sort of stuff,
right?
Through to like the Renaissance and like it was like bloodletting and then going through to the plague and then going through to penicillin, and like that was my history lessons for a year through GCSE, and I was like, I don't really have any. Like there were a couple of bits that I'd be like, oh yeah, that's
cool.
that's interesting, but like, teach me about like the Aztecs or something. Teach me about Alexander the Great. Like I want to know real history stuff.
I did get taught about King Henry VIII
Mm-hmm.
and all of the wives. That I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I got taught that. Never got anything on like medicine like that. I think we did like the medieval times. I think we briefly touched up upon. I think. I can't remember what I was taught and what horrible histories taught me. Genuinely, which is really sad, isn't it?
No, but I think that's probably the same for a lot of people of our generation.
Yeah.
We've gone majorly off topic here.
Yeah.
Cat and Tips history lessons coming soon to Patreon.
Yeah. Teach Cat about anything.
I think you could be more interested in history though, because I think
probably
certain things would click and you go, oh,
that's interesting. I really want to learn about the Romans.
Maybe that's because
I want to go to Italy and look around Roman stuff. Like all of that really intrigues me, and I love ruins and love castles and love all of that.
Even just like throwing some documentaries on, or like
but see, I like cult documentaries.
What do you mean?
Learning about cults.
I thought you meant like cult TV documentaries. No. Like, what's that got to do with it? What, that you can't watch? I can't watch documentaries about ancient Rome.
No, I could, but like, I think I'm trying to tell you that the only documentaries I really watch are about like cults.
You're trying to tell me you don't have any interest in it?
No, maybe, I don't know.
Anyway. So, although only being commissioned to write the first episode, Fahy was so enthused about the project that he instead produced a full 6-part serial.
And we just never got to see it.
Yeah, so he got commissioned for the first episode, basically for him to submit, for them to read over and go, yeah, okay. Or, no, it's not really, can you tweak this or whatever. And he just wrote 6 parts and just went, there you go.
Have it.
Because he was so into it, which is very you-coded, actually.
I was going to say...
He's a man after your own heart.
Every time I do any kind of commission, you get the full thing.
Yeah.
And then you can just tell me if you want to edit it or not.
The first episode would have explained... This is interesting. First episode would have explained the time traveller's ability to understand other languages.
Interesting.
by showing them hooked up to a computer which teaches them ancient Greek.
That's cool.
Which is quite a cool little...
That's a cool
little bit
idea
like
for 63.
For 60, yeah, like a little bit like the food machine and like little things like that.
I love seeing that. My favorite thing I do in my classic rewatch at the moment is seeing all of the kind of like modern
like
or
the
like
futuristic technology.
In classic.
Yeah,
it's great. I'm like, because like I watched it, like especially with like some episodes, I'm like, that's really good. Like that's like I'd use that in a story right now.
There's
that's
really
some
good.
Cool
little very
little
60s sort of kitschy ideas. Yeah. While script editor David Whittaker was impressed with Fahey's writing, he didn't believe that the story was appropriate for Doctor Who.
Oh.
In 2010,
and the massacre was.
Well,
and Marco Polo was.
Yeah, but also it's changed script editor and producer by that point.
Okay.
Yeah. In 2010, Big Finish released an audio adaptation for their Lost Stories range, adapted from Fahey's scripts by John Dorney.
Interesting. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It was a big sort of mainstay of Big Finish writing team.
Yeah.
That's like one of the big unmade stories sort of for the First Doctor from that era that people regard quite highly, or it's like a Sharda from 4 or whatever, even though obviously that's slightly different, but that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Next, The Final Game.
Now this sounds a bit of me.
Written by Robert Sloman.
Hmm.
This would have been the final serial for season 11.
Okay.
Which would be which Doctor, Cat?
3rd.
Correct. About what point in his era?
End.
The end. It would have been his final story.
Sorry, I'm not very good with. I had to go through the whole list
from
season 1
I
in
was
my
going to say,
head.
I saw you going.
Hold on, let me just do my calculations.
William Hartnell and the Dark Series. Third Doctor and Sarah Jane story. The Master is manipulating time as part of a scheme to conquer the universe.
Of course he is.
The Doctor and the Master are revealed to be two aspects of the same person. The Master representing the id, instinctual needs and desires, and the Doctor, the ego, conscious perception of and adaptation to reality. The Master ultimately perishes in an explosion which saves the lives of the Doctor and others. It remains unclear if this was a final act of redemption on his part.
That's quite interesting, actually. Especially for like their relationship throughout the whole of his run.
Yeah. So it's I want to say it's a Carl Jung philosophical idea, the ego and the id,
right.
And the superego and stuff. It's basically like a kind of nature nurture kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an interesting idea, especially because a lot of this idea sort of has like Buddhism kind of and spirituality and philosophy sort of woven into it, because is it Barry Letts that was a Buddhist, which is why Planet of the Spiders has all that kind of imagery and thematic stuff running through it.
I'm torn because that would mean Planets of the Spiders didn't exist, and that's a part of my personality.
I'm going to say something controversial. Don't like Planet of the Spiders.
Oh, Sally, on him. I literally have, for those who don't know, I have a giant spider from Planet of the Spiders sat on my shelf. And when I mean giant, I don't just mean... no.
I don't mean
I mean... No, I do have a life-size Planet of the Spiders spider on my collection shelf. And I am asking her to attack Tip. She's called Sally Webber. It's Sally the Spider, but obviously also Sally Webber from... It is Sally, isn't it? From Fear Her.
No, Chloe.
Chloe Webber. So it's Sally, isn't it? My brain just did not work then. It's a tape on Sally the Spider and Chloe Webber from Fear Her. So it's Sally Webber.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a really good concept, and I quite like that between the two. Probably not for the finale, just so that I can keep Planet of the Spiders. But you can...
Well, it was created in response to Roger Delgado's request for the Master to be written out.
Oh.
as his attachment to the show was making it difficult for him to find other work.
Yeah, because he was in every episode of Doctor Who.
Well, no, but also, like, I mean, it's season 8 is in every episode. And then, like, after that,
Yeah,
he pops up now and again.
Yeah, no.
But his argument was he was not getting work because people were going, oh, you're that bloke off Doctor Who. But they'll recognise you as that bloke off Doctor Who, so
Oh,
you can't
really?
play this part. And he was sort of getting, not typecast, but
Yeah,
because he was so associated with that role,
that's
he wasn't
hilarious.
getting a lot of other work. So he was like, can you, like, I need to distance myself from it.
Oh.
And was inspired by producer Barry Lett's interest in Eastern philosophy.
Yeah.
There you go. It was ultimately abandoned due to Delgado's untimely death.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Um,
Oh, so is that the only reason why it wasn't made?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
and Planet of Spiders replaced it.
Okay.
Which is why, obviously...
Now I feel mean.
Well, no, but which is why the Ainley Master... Which is why the Delgado Master doesn't get, like, a proper final, because...
Yeah, because he passed away, yeah.
Yeah, but they were planning for his next story after it's Frontier in Space, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
To be his last one, where they'd write him out, and then maybe the Master would have been written out for good.
Wow.
And end it and just been a Pertwee era thing.
That'd be insane.
There you go.
That's something to think about, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, obviously there were all of these ideas. I mean, it's joked about in Sound of Drums, isn't it? Where Martha's like, "Oh, I thought you were going to say he's your secret brother."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That was either a theory or an idea floating about around that time that they were going to be revealed to be.
Yeah.
You know, which is a little bit.
I hated that, by the way.
It's a bit cliche, isn't
Even then, as a youngster.
Yes.
I was like, absolutely not. Please don't.
And it absolutely shoots down all the Doctor Master shippers.
Yeah.
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 that wouldn't have worked, would it?
No incest for me.
No, thank you. Not at tea time. So, the next one. This one's a little bit batshit.
Oh, I can't wait for batshit. Go on.
This was called Killers of the Dark. Written by David Weir. This would have been a season 15 story with For and Leela.
Yeah.
Not much is known about the story, but it would have featured cat people, native to Gallifrey, who would live in a culture inspired by East Asian countries.
Okay.
It would also feature a scene set in a gladiatorial arena filled with cat people.
This is kind of my story.
Producer Graham Williams decided they needed another Gallifrey story after Deadly Assassin was so well received.
Mm-hmm.
But this story was considered to be too difficult to film, reportedly so ambitious that it would have been too expensive to make even on a film budget.
I mean, you have a gladiator ring full of cat people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, prosthetics.
Yeah. This was instead replaced with the Invasion of Time.
Right.
The cat people of Gallifrey have been referenced several times in other expanded media, with one audio play mentioning them as once having attempted to rise up against the Time Lords.
Maybe that's my calling.
What, right, the cat people fight the Time Lords?
I am a cat person. Quite
no,
literally.
I've met cat people.
No, you're not one of them. No, I love cats. I'm called Cat.
You are?
I could rise up against Time Lords.
That was a bit of a jump you made there, I think. I like cats. My name is Cat. I could defeat this race. Well, would you like to see some sketches of some proposed...
Yes, please. Oh, they're kind of cool.
And then we got another one there.
Oh, wow.
So you seeing the
They're
sort of...
Celestial toy maker, aren't they?
Well, I think you've got that
the
East
garments,
Asian,
isn't it? Yeah.
the sort of Chinese, Mandarin kind of aesthetic you've got going on there.
Wow.
But yeah.
When I envisioned cat people,
I
didn't envision that.
Did you not?
No.
There you
Maybe
go.
I won't write it.
No?
No. I'll stick to my Cyberman.
I don't believe that one's been adapted
the one that hasn't been touched.
as a Big Finish lost story. So
No.
Next up,
Oh god.
we've got a very interesting story here, which is pretty much just an idea,
All right.
but I really like it, so
Okay.
I had to include it. How the Monk Got His Habit.
Okay.
Written by Peter Harness.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So this was a proposed Series 10 story
Okay.
for 12.
Yeah.
After listening to some disco records in his TARDIS one day, the monk decides to go to Tsarist Russia and show the real Grigory Rasputin Boney M's song about him.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
The experience drives Rasputin mad, which is enough to change history, having averted the Russian Revolution of 1917. Terrified at what he has done, the monk calls the doctor, telling him that he has made a terrible mistake. Together, the monk, the doctor, and his companions try to put things right. When it proves impossible to return the real Rasputin to normal, the monk is eventually forced to regenerate into Rasputin's form and act out the rest of his correct lifetime in the role of the Mad Monk, which was what Rasputin was referred to.
That's insane.
Uh-huh.
That's also such a Peter story, by the way. And I'd probably... Okay, one, imagine having the monk back for Series 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then following up with Mondasi and Cybermen. That's insane, by the way.
Yeah, a little 1-2 punch of Hartnell.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. And I love it. And I wish I had it. 2, definitely get rid of Eaters of Light. and have that batshit story. That's really cool.
Uh-huh.
That would be really cool.
Are you ready for me to make it 10 times cooler?
Yeah.
Okay. So this came from Peter Harness when he was reflecting in a 2020 lockdown event.
Yeah.
He said that his pitch seemed completely insane,
Yeah.
but that it might have been fun.
Yeah.
Which I absolutely agree with.
Absolutely.
If you were to cast
the monk, who would it be?
Who would you go for? Because Peter had someone in mind.
Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh.
And this is perfect. And that concept of the story, I think, is elevated tenfold when you imagine this person and Peter Capaldi.
See, this is hard because I don't really know people.
It's someone you know.
It's someone I know.
Mm.
It could be anyone.
Which limits it to about 10 actors, but primarily a comedy actor.
Comedy actor.
British.
Matt Berry.
Matt Berry.
No way!
Peter had hoped to have Matt Berry star as the monk.
I see it.
Right?
I see it.
Isn't that perfect casting?
Think of all the catchphrases.
Doctor!
Father! Oh my god.
Doctor! I fucked up time.
When are we getting commissioned to write that? For a comic relief special?
I would have loved to have seen Matt Berry in Doctor Who. For anyone that's not seen it, please go and check out the YouTube video where someone's done like a fake fan trailer of Matt Berry as the Doctor and has got an impressionist to do it. Oh, it's beautiful. But imagine that. Doctor, Rasputin's fucked off.
You do such a good Matt Berry.
Imagine him like flirting with the companion.
Could you imagine? It would be flirting with Bill, wouldn't it?
I guess it'd be Bill, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
and
like,
Bill would have none of it.
She's like, you're really not my type, mate.
Oh, and then he'll do it for Nardole, and then Nardole will get cutesy.
What, he'd flirt with Nardole as well?
Yeah, of course. What's stopping him?
Well, yeah, fair.
I'm upset that we don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I knew this information when I met Peter. I'd been like, so, let's talk.
Yeah, how cool would that have been?
That's really cool.
Also, just him and Peter Capaldi.
Yeah.
That feels like... Have you seen the...
You know it's going to be a no.
There's a video on YouTube. There was an event thing. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's called Letters Live, where basically they get famous actors or personalities or whatever to read these historical letters.
Okay, yeah.
And there's one where it's a a correspondence between these two leaders. One is Peter Capaldi and one is Matt Berry.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's
Can
brilliant.
you send me a link?
Yeah.
Link me up.
Very funny. Their interplay.
Chemistry is great,
and
yeah.
like they're just swearing at each other.
Okay.
And it's beautiful.
I
Because
think
they are two of the best swearers.
Yeah. I was going to say, that would be hard for them to act, because I reckon that they'd just start swearing and then have to keep shooting. And there'll be so many retakes because they just accidentally swear and say fuck to each other or something.
Yeah.
I'm really sad that hasn't existed. I am really shocked that the monk hasn't been back.
That he's not come back, yeah.
Because he seems like a great master alternative when you've bored of the master.
And also just like...
But even conceptually, as a character, he's fantastic.
I was going to say, I like that he's not evil.
No, he's just a little guy.
He's just a bit of a prick.
He's just
he's just a
little meddler.
little meddling monk, if you will. Yeah, I think the monk should come back.
The monk.
The mink and the monk.
Petition for the meddling monk to come back in 2027.
As Matt Berry.
As Matt Berry.
I'll accept nothing less.
Yeah.
So, next story. The Laird of McCrimmon. Huh.
That sounds like a Jamie story.
It would be a Jamie story, also featuring the Second Doctor and Victoria.
Victoria. I've just said goodbye to Victoria. And hello to Zoe.
Well, interestingly, it was written for Victoria, but was imagined for season 6. So this would have been presumably written before Deborah Watling decided to leave. So, the plot. Oh, sorry, this would have been written by Mervyn Haseman and Henry Lincoln. A possessed Jamie pilots the TARDIS to 1746 Scotland and his ancestral home, Castle McCrimmon. There he finds the current Laird, Sir James, is on his deathbed. Yeti appear around and surround the castle, whilst the local villagers fall under the influence of the Great Intelligence. The only person who seems to be immune is a girl named Fiona, with whom Jamie falls in love. The Great Intelligence wants to inhabit Jamie's body and become the Laird once Sir James dies. However, the Intelligence is defeated by the Doctor. Jamie decides to stay behind and become the Laird himself.
They absolutely bloody love the Great Intelligence in Yeti.
Especially at this point, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We've just had the Abominable Snowman, the Web of Fear, and now you're going into...
This would have been the third time he pops up
in the space of a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. And it's really funny because I do like it. Abominable Snowman is not anywhere near Web of Fear, but having another one the next series, it will feel like they really were like, okay, we've had the Daleks, had the Cybermen, let's do the Yeti. That's the next one. No.
Well, they kind of were a little bit.
Yeah, but
nowhere near on the...
No, not on par.
I think I don't know, they straddle the line between being cute, fluffy little teddy bear things.
Yeah.
And also a bit scary.
Yeah. They're scary in black and white. If you had them in colour, that it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Just saying. But, yeah. I mean, the Great Intelligence stories are better than the modern versions.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So this was one of the candidates for Jamie's departure story once the production were aware that Fraser Hines would be leaving the series sometime during season 6.
Right.
The story was abandoned after the two writers became embroiled in a dispute with the BBC over the copyright of the Quarks.
Okay.
As they wrote The Dominators.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they were basically arguing over who owned the copyright
to the
Quarks.
Yeah.
The BBC were like, we do.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, you don't. That's ours.
Yeah.
And because they had this little back and forth, they went, right, well,
you can
sod you. We're not writing this.
Kiss your Yetis goodbye.
Kiss your Yetis goodbye.
I think if it was written well enough, that would be a really good departure for him.
Because, and I have a feeling I might have noted it down. Oh, maybe it's not here actually. Maybe it was for another trivia section for something. But Fraser Hines was originally going to be leaving the series before Pat Troughton.
Right.
So obviously they all leave together in the War Games.
Yeah.
But he was going to leave
beforehand.
And then I think when he learnt that Pat was only staying until the end of that season, was like,
I'll stay there.
We'll go together kind of thing.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Because Jamie and, like, when you think of the Second Doctor, you think Second Doctor and Jamie.
Well, it's only one story that he's
not together,
in.
yeah.
So, yeah. I don't think that really happened, other than 13 and Yaz.
And 9 and Rose.
And 9 and Rose, yeah. But I think because that's just the one season, that feels not as...
Yeah. Yeah, but to be fair, Amy and Rory were for 11, really. Because you only get the back half with Clara.
Yeah.
Really. I know it's not the same, but it's only the back end, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway.
But yeah, there you go.
Mad.
Yeah,
that would have been cool. I don't know, though, because I think I'd get, if I then saw the Yeti again, I'd be like, for God's sake.
Well, to be fair, it sounds to me like the Highlanders plus something interesting.
Yeah.
So...
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
It wasn't ranked very high.
Not one of your faves?
No. It would like...
I mean, it doesn't help that it's a pure historical and you're not as into those.
It was like...
And it's telesnaps.
Oh, man. These telesnaps. I think I've only got a couple to go now.
I was going to say, you've only got a few more.
I'm coming out the end now, but Jesus Christ. I'm really snobby. I get that, because I'm glad that they exist in some manner. And I shouldn't be like, shut up. Do you know what I mean? I feel really snobby when I'm like, oh, the reconstructions, I just can't get on board with them. But to be fair, some of the reconstructions are better than the animations anyway. Because they give the atmosphere, and they, even though they're just still images.
Yeah, it's a balancing act, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And not all of the telesnaps are bad. Like, the Willing Space is fun. Actually, the Willing Space... No, we're not going to do this.
I was going to say, I was waiting for you to come to a break.
I'm done.
So, the next one we've got is called Avatar. Avatar is a 2009 epic science fiction film written and directed by James Cameron. It features an ensemble... Oh, sorry. Wrong Avatar.
Oh my God, you're so funny. I was like, hold on. I actually recognise this.
It's just me doing one of my classic little riffs.
You're actually so funny.
Thank you. So, Avatar was written by David A. McKinty. This is a proposed story for the ultimately unmade season 27.
Really? Okay.
So, 7th Doctor, post-survival.
Yep.
In 1927, Arkham, Massachusetts, aliens with the ability to possess and reanimate cadavers plan to clone the fossilized remains of a Silurian god.
That sounds so good.
I thought you'd like that one.
Oh, that's so annoying that we haven't had that.
So, it was inspired largely by the works of H.P. Lovecraft. In fact, the setting of Arkham is a fictional town which Lovecraft created.
Yeah.
As location filming in the US was not feasible, McKinty was asked to rewrite the story to be set in Cornwall.
Fine.
Which is a little bit of a downgrade, but
yeah, but fine. You know, classic Who budget, it's fine.
Sorry to any Cornish listeners. He had completed the script for episode 1 when the show was cancelled in September 1989. No. McKinty went on to write several novels for Virgin and BBC Books, including...
Is this one?
Sorry?
Is this one of them?
This isn't one of them. However, one of them was another Lovecraft-inspired story called White Darkness.
Right.
Yeah, but that's a...
Do you know what annoys me?
What annoys you?
We could have had The Hungry Earth.
We did?
I'm going to try again.
I remember watching it.
Yeah, no, what we could have had... We could have, instead of having The Hungry Earth...
Yeah.
We could have had this.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a very different story.
Yeah, but The Hungry Earth is just classic Silurians in a modern set. Done worse.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you not see you have to see the similarities between Doctor Who and the Silurians and Hungry Earth, Cold Blood?
Oh, yeah, it's just the Silurians reheated.
Yeah, but we could have had a fresh new Silurian story that never got made in the Wilderness Years. Well, before the wilderness years.
Yeah, I guess.
No, don't say yeah like that.
No.
Agree with me.
No, I agree.
Thank you.
I do agree.
So I'm upset, and I'm allowed to mourn the loss of a Silurian story that would have been really cool.
I'm allowed to mourn the loss.
Please, wait, has there been a Big Finish audio about it?
There's not.
Okay, well, I'll write it then. Is that copyright?
There are a few of... Yes, it would be copyright.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, you could adapt, I guess, if you got the license to adapt from David A. McKinty's original script. So there's actually a season of Big Finish's Lost Stories, which is primarily just season 27 stories.
Right.
But this didn't
Make the cut.
get adapted.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because a lot of them are written by their original writers.
Okay, right.
Unlike
that makes sense.
Like the 60s ones, obviously a lot of those writers aren't around anymore.
Yeah.
The writers that would have been writing for a 1990 series are more likely to be around.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough, isn't it?
But there were 4 stories. Thin Ice, written by Mark Platt, who wrote Ghostlight and Spare Parts.
Mm-hmm.
Crime of the Century, written by Ben Aronovich, who did Remembrance of the Daleks.
Mm-hmm.
Animal, written by Andrew Cartmel, who was the script editor at the time.
Yeah.
And Earth Aid, also written by Ben Aronovich.
So they're all
they're all
in the Lost Stories.
Adapted in the Big Finish range, yeah.
I'm so sad we didn't get Silurians. That just sounds like conceptually so good.
Well, let's see what you think of this one.
All right.
A Midwinter's Tale.
Ooh, okay.
Written by Russell T Davies.
Okay.
And Phil Ford.
Oh my god. Okay, that would slap. Go on, tell me. I'm listening. I'm all ears.
Intended to be the 2009 Christmas special.
Okay.
Featuring the 10th Doctor.
Yeah.
So,
is
the
that
plot.
The Next Doctor?
No, it would have been
Voyage of the Damned.
No, we're End of Timers.
Okay, so this would be the 10th Doctor's departure.
No.
What? I'm confused.
Well, I'll explain in a moment. But the plot.
Okay.
A grandmother is trapped in a posh hotel with her unruly family. Wishing that they'd all just disappear, she storms out of their suite to fetch some ice, only to find the corridors deserted. Returning to her room, she discovers that her family has indeed disappeared, but so has all of humanity.
Oh.
Finally, she comes upon the TARDIS and the Doctor. Investigating, they discover 8-legged centaur-like creatures.
Oh, 8-legged centaur?
Centaur.
Centaur.
Like horseman.
Yeah. Sorry, I say centaurs. I apologise.
I thought you were like
a centaur. No, like a horseman.
Horseman.
But an 8-legged one.
8 legs.
But it should be 4 and 2 arms.
Well, they got 8 legs here.
Yeah, which is why I'm confused. Because to me that sounds like a spider, which I'll be okay with. But an 8-legged centaur sounds a bit weird.
What, so if something has 8 legs, it's got to be a spider?
Yeah, in my brain.
Wow.
In my brain.
Yeah, basically these creatures are knocking about in London.
They're knocking about in
London. With all 8 legs, knocking about. It transpires that aliens from another dimension, the Shi'ar, have frozen time on Earth in order to hold a festival celebrating the marriage of their queen.
Okay.
Should the Doctor and Grandmother be caught, the Earth will be forfeited to the Shi'ar. The Doctor and the Grandmother prevail after a race through secret tunnels beneath Buckingham Palace.
Okay. This very does feel like a Russell script.
Yeah. So Russell hoped to cast either Helen Mirren or Judi Dench in the role of the grandmother.
Yeah, that's cool.
Reservations about the impracticalities of trying to effectively realise a deserted London and whether they could get enough out of the idea for a 1-hour special.
Yeah.
Basically led to them
not doing it.
Yeah, no. And the basic idea for this story was recycled into the Sarah Jane Adventures story, The Empty Planet.
Okay.
So you were asking if this would be 10's final story.
I did ask that, yes. I was curious.
So originally, the plan for the specials year, as it were, originally it was 3 specials.
Okay.
They were expecting.
Easter, Halloween and Christmas.
No. So it was going to be Easter, Christmas, and
New
then
Year's.
one in the spring of 2010.
Okay.
And that would have been the final story, right? Then they got commissioned for 4.
Okay. So
So
they're
they
like,
went.
listen.
So they were like, okay, spring. We'll do like a late autumn sort of Halloweeny one,
Yeah.
which was what Waters of
Was
Mars became.
was, yeah.
So that's what this would have been instead. That's what this kind of became.
The Waters of Mars.
Waters of Mars.
Right, okay.
Because it's Russell and Phil Ford.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, the idea of like an older woman sort of companion character is Adelaide.
Yeah.
But obviously this was when Waters of Mars would have been a Christmas special.
Could you? Oh.
Because it
Yeah,
was going to be a Christmas special, yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, so this would have been a penultimate story.
Could you imagine what the Waters of Mars? I was saying the Waters of Mars as a Christmas special.
Yeah, but we said when we reviewed it, there's a few things in there that, like their talk about Christmas dinner.
No, it's not the fact that I can't see it being a Christmas special. It's imagine the tone. Watching that on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to celebrate anymore.
I think it'd be interesting though for them to not do like a fun. Mind you, I guess there's elements of, the Time of the Doctor's not massively fun. There's fun
bits.
elements in it. Last Christmas is sort of horror based.
I love Last Christmas.
I'd say Last Christmas is probably the furthest away from the happy
traditional Christmas special. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there you go. The Midwinter's Tale.
I'm kind of glad we didn't have that. I'm not really a centaur person.
Or a centaur.
Well, I said centaur for you.
Oh, thank you. What if they had 8 legs like spiders?
No. That's just wrong.
Next one is called The Lost Legion.
Oh.
This was, interestingly, written by Douglas Camfield.
Yeah.
Who is a big director of the classic series as opposed to writing.
Yeah.
This would have been season 14, serial 2, which is The Hand of Fear.
Mm-hmm.
So this would have been Sarah Jane's final story.
Could you imagine Sarah Jane's story not being A Hand of Fear?
Well, have a listen to this.
Okay.
An isolated North African outpost of the French Foreign Legion becomes the focal point of a confrontation between the Skarkel and the Quarians, 2 factions of an alien race. At the story's conclusion, the last of the aliens shoots Sarah Jane, and she dies in the Doctor's arms.
Oh my god.
The Legionnaires build a funeral pyre for Sarah, which burns as the TARDIS dematerializes.
That's insane. You can't kill her. Could you imagine? We would then never have the Sarah Jane adventures. We'd never have School Reunion. We'd not have Elizabeth Sladen again. We're going to kill her off.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
After directing The Seeds of Doom, Camfield approached Philip Hinchcliffe and script editor Robert Holmes about the possibility of writing on the following season. By this time, it was known that Liz Sladen would be leaving the series, so The Lost Legion was developed with the intention of dramatically writing Sarah Jane out by killing her off.
Wow.
Camfield's script for the first episode did not meet Holmes's approval, and he began to groom The Hand of Fear as a possible replacement.
Good.
Camfield became increasingly late with his submissions, and the story was eventually taken off the schedule.
Good.
But it's only because that first episode, Robert Holmes was like, not sure.
Yeah.
And then because he was so late, they were like, it's not working out. Otherwise, that could have quite easily been...
Yeah.
Like, they intended to kill Sarah off. That's wasn't insane. The thing that they went, no, we can't do that.
Yeah. That wasn't the issue.
Can you imagine?
Oh my god. I don't want... You know what? I don't want to imagine.
No, I don't want a world without Sarah Jane.
No, neither do I. That's really quite awful.
Mm.
Wow.
Here's another one.
Great.
Called The Rogue TARDIS.
Okay. I'm strapped in. Tell me more.
I shall. This was written by Barbara Clegg, who wrote Enlightenment.
I was about to say, I recognise that name.
I believe the first woman to write for the programme. And tell you what, she put a lot of submissions in.
Go
on. But this was the one I was like, this one's probably the most interesting. So for season 21, Fifth Doctor story, the Time Lords asked the Doctor to find a missing Time Lord named Aegon. Locating Aegon's TARDIS, the Doctor discovers it has transformed into a nightmare world where cause follows effect. Eventually it emerges that Aegon is half human and in response to the suppression of his human characteristics...
The hybrid?
has regenerated into a computer which is corrupting his TARDIS. The Doctor induces Aegon to regenerate again, ending the Terror.
Oh, forced regeneration
Forced regeneration.
with the Fifth Doctor story.
Half-human Time Lord.
Yeah.
Sorry, 8th Doctor TV movie. Dr. Donna Jones.
Okay. There's some interesting stuff in there.
What a weird little story.
What a bizarre
Mm-hmm.
story
I've got
that would be.
nothing, no other notes on that.
No.
I just thought that was nuts.
It is. I think they probably looked at that submission and went, how in the bloody hell would we do that?
How are we going to do that
Yeah.
in 1984?
Yeah.
Like,
No.
no.
But it's cool.
Yeah, cool little. I mean, I think it's interesting that as early as that, you've got things that
These type of concepts are coming out.
yeah. Like, you know, sort of. Obviously, the Doctor's wife does similar things.
Mm-hmm.
Jonas the Senator with TARDIS does like this idea of a story within the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Or a TARDIS,
TARDIS.
and the timey-wimey stuff of effect to cause.
Yeah.
Like that's some cool little ideas in there. God knows how they'd have done it. I don't think they would have, but
No. I think that's why they probably went.
Yeah. I say fun. Here's an interesting one.
Okay.
The Prison in Space.
Okay.
Written by Dick Sharples. Do not laugh at that name.
I didn't.
I saw a little.
I didn't. I was trying to stop Gibson from biting me.
This would have been a season 6 serial.
Okay.
With second Doctor Jamie and Zoe.
Yeah.
Now, there's a few bits of this, just before we get into it,
Okay.
there's a few bits of this I'm like, oh, I quite like that.
Yeah.
And then it very quickly takes a turn into, the TARDIS materialises on a planet where women have ruled for the past 5 centuries.
Yeah. I'm on board with that.
They have disenfranchised men, banned war, and developed a way to extend their lifespans so that procreation is no longer imperative.
Mate, let's go. Why was this? I wonder why this wasn't made.
Right? This is what I'm saying. I'm coming in at this like, this is a cool, fun sort of, you know.
But
I mean, I guess they kind of did Galaxy 4, which isn't.
No, come on.
No, but like
no.
as a main concept of a
matriarch.
Say,
you'd say that was well written?
Not at all.
Thank you.
When was when did I say that? I'm just saying as like a concept.
Yeah.
It's only 3 years earlier that they did.
Yeah, Galaxy 4.
Yeah.
All right. All I will say, just while we're at this point, is this sounds great. However, a man wrote this, so I can't wait to see what abomination will follow now. Continue.
Okay. So just bear that in mind.
Yeah.
The Doctor and Jamie are arrested and sentenced by President Babs.
Of course.
So,
yeah, President Babs.
I should point out that Dick Sharples is a comedy writer.
So this is a very good topic to handle through.
Which I think you could probably tell by the name President Babs.
Yeah.
So a prison satellite.
Chicken Run.
Yeah. The Doctor and Jamie are arrested and sentenced by President Babs to a prison satellite controlled by the Dolly Guards.
The Dolly Guards.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
They quickly recruit their cellmates, Albert, Garth, and Mervyn, into helping them form a resistance movement.
Against women.
Meanwhile, Babs brainwashes Zoe and sends her to the satellite as an ostensible ambassador. Once there, though, Zoe betrays the Doctor and Jamie, and they and their collaborators are put on a rocket destined for a remote planet. However, prior to her conditioning, Zoe told other women about the way men and women coexist on Earth, and incites a revolution against Babs.
Oh, for God's sake.
Here's the bit.
This is screaming, not all men.
Right? Well, this is the last sentence. I was like, okay, I can see doing some kind of like Amazonian, you know, like reverse patriarchy, having a matriarchy, and or like having evolved past a patriarchy to the point where men aren't really necessary, and kind of, you know, I think there's some interesting concepts in that, and even possibly within a comedy setting, like kind of
to take
tone.
the edge off of what it would be for the 60s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And sort of explore it in a slightly farcical way, but
But
actually,
really the truer meaning is there and should be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Right. And then
have some genuine sort of introspective exploration of gender politics.
Yeah.
And then I read this last sentence.
I'm scared.
The newly enlightened women rescue the Doctor, and Jamie frees Zoe from her brainwashing by spanking her.
Excuse me?
So my notes for this episode.
Right.
Some background details for you.
Wowzers.
Producer Peter Bryant asked comedy writer Dick Sharples to contribute to the series after becoming concerned that it was becoming too serious.
Right.
Jamie was set to be written out of this story, and new companion Nick would be introduced.
Right.
However, Fraser Hines changed his mind about how early he would be leaving, and Sharples had to rewrite the scripts. Production team became unhappy with the scripts, particularly a sequence where Jamie dresses up in drag to masquerade as a dolly guard.
Oh my god.
Sharples informed Bryant that he would not perform any more rewrites as he felt he had already done the work requested of him,
Right.
and that the production office was now changing their expectations.
Right.
Which I think is probably fair enough.
Yeah, but why accept that script in the first place?
God knows. It was instead replaced with the Crotons.
Fair.
Which,
Fine.
I mean... Yeah. I mean, the Crotons...
I'd rather the Crotons,
The Crotons
probably.
is less offensively bad, I'd say.
If I had to sit and watch that now...
It's the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
Well, interestingly, if you would like to experience this in some way...
I don't.
In
please.
2010, Big
Surely
Finish
not.
released an audio adaptation of the story, adapted by Simon Guerrier.
Okay, well, obviously I'm actually really fucking intrigued, so go on. What's it called?
Get that new pen out.
Yeah, the new pen's out.
It is called The Prison in Space.
Obviously I have to fucking listen to that. Review pending, guys. Is it pretty much word for word for like what?
Well, it's an adaptation, so I assume it's...
So does it explore the same thing just in a 2010 context? Because that would be very interesting to see.
Well, I don't know if it'll be in a 2010 context.
Oh, God. Is it a 60s context? Okay, right, buckle in.
But God knows. Okay, we're getting to the last few now.
Okay.
This one, again, this is quite a fairly well-known one.
Okay.
Century House, written by Tom McRae.
Oh.
Who obviously did...
Yeah.
Rise of Cybermen, Two Better, and The Girl Who Waited.
Mm-hmm.
So this was at first intended for series 3.
Right.
And then at some point was intended for series 4 in the 8th episode slot.
Why wasn't it?
Well, I'll tell you in a moment.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But the plot: whilst Donna watches TV with Sylvia at home, the Doctor joins a live broadcast of paranormal reality show Most Haunted.
Oh my god.
Their target is an old house purportedly haunted by the Red Widow. The climax would have involved the house catching fire.
I like that.
That's all we've got.
I like that.
So
that's fun, and that's such a Russell episode as well.
It's
like,
fun, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? That fits in RTD1 perfectly.
So it didn't fit in the series 3 schedule, so it was pushed to series 4. So it was obviously now 10 and Donna rather than...
Yeah.
Because originally it would have been Martha and Francine, and I
that
feel like that
wouldn't work, yeah.
So it was pushed to series 4, and it had planned to be double banked with Turn Left.
Yeah.
Obviously as a sort of companion light and a Doctor light, and you know. But Russell grew unsatisfied with the premise he'd given to McRae and worried about having 2 comedy-orientated episodes in the series, especially as this was planned to come after Unicorn and the Wasp.
Okay.
So it would have been like a 1-2 punch.
Could you imagine? Double comedy and then Turn Left.
This was eventually replaced with Midnight because...
And that's why you only had such a short turnaround to write Midnight.
Yeah.
Ah, that makes sense.
But originally Midnight was episode 8 of the series. So originally...
What's episode 8 then?
Science in the Library.
Could you imagine?
So basically, once this was, oh no, we're not going to do this, I'm going to write Midnight, it was going to go Unicorn the Wasp, Midnight, Library 2-parter, Turn Left, finale.
Right.
But Russell was like, Steven's script has Donna living in an alternate dimension, universe, world thing. and then turn left has Donna living in an alternate.
Yeah.
So Midnight was
Reshuffle.
bumped to a buffer between those two, so it wasn't too similar. But also, Silence in the Library, as episode 8, is the 50th episode of the new series.
Yeah.
But obviously that was originally intended to be Midnight.
Right.
Which is why the bus is called the Crusader 50.
That's so fun.
A little bit of triv for you.
I love that.
A little bit of triv. There you go. Okay, penultimate one here.
Okay.
Very short.
Go on.
I've just got a couple of notes from this because it's very much just a seed of an idea.
Okay.
The son of Doctor Who.
No. Next.
Story by William Hartnell.
I changed my mind.
I'm afraid we're going to have to skip it now.
No.
So this was a story idea proposed by Hartnell for season 2.
My baby.
Essentially, the Doctor meets his evil son.
Okay.
It was suggested that Hartnell would play both roles.
Okay.
And it was unclear whether this son in question would have been Susan's father or not.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay.
It would be Doctor Who meets his evil time-travelling son.
That is so 60s.
So 60s.
And it's also so Bill Hartnell as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's hilarious.
There's a little batshit idea.
Yeah, I'm glad that didn't happen, but go on, William.
And finally, and I feel like we could almost do a whole episode on this, but I've condensed it down to the Cliff Notes version.
Okay, so is this my deciding vote whether we make a whole episode of it or not?
I mean, I guess so. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. The Dark Dimension. Have you heard of this?
No.
So, this was written by Adrian Rigglesford and intended to be the 30th anniversary special.
Okay.
So, this would have featured the 4th Doctor,
yeah,
the 5th Doctor,
yeah,
6th,
yeah,
7th,
yeah,
Ace, the Brigadier, and Bernice Summerfield. Debuted in the Virgin New Adventures novels.
Right.
Then went on to Big Finish. It's who Lisa Bauman plays. She basically, so in the Virgin novels, comes after Ace.
Okay.
And Seven travels with her for a bit.
Okay.
She's basically River Song before River Song.
Oh, fun.
Without as much flirting.
Good.
Just more sort of...
unsexualised, nice.
Yeah. But can handle herself, archaeologist. Drinks.
Moffat?
Like, yeah. Yeah, so there's some interesting little production details here, but I'll give you the plot first.
Yeah.
Professor Oliver Hawkspur is running for Prime Minister, but is in fact trying to push the Earth towards an ecological crisis. Troopers from the future, led by Summerfield, arrive and encounter schoolteacher named Dorothy McShane and her boyfriend Alex, the son of Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart.
Oh, so this is before Kate then?
This is pre-Kate.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Kate, if we had the son, we wouldn't have Kate, maybe.
God knows. Well, Kate originates in a is it Real Time or BBV?
BBV, yeah.
Yeah. They find the Doctor, who is in his 4th incarnation, because a force prevented his regeneration at the Pharos Project. He has been an amnesiac for 15 years, but Dorothy, really Ace, possesses the memories of his future incarnations, which heal his mind. The Doctor now knows that they are trapped in a dark dimension, an alternate reality. Using Summerfield's technology, the Doctor opens a vortex so that he, Ace, and the Brigadier can travel through time. They discover that Hawkspur was possessed by an alien entity in 1936, and also encounter the 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 7th Doctors. In the present day, Hawkspur is unleashing an army of the Doctor's foes, cloned from the Time Lord's mind. He plans to eliminate humanity so that he can populate Earth with creatures like the one that has possessed him. The entity is made of chronal energy, and used the Doctor's aborted regeneration to create the Dark Dimension. Alex is killed as the Doctor draws the creature out of Hawkspur's body and banishes it into the vortex. Time resets and the Doctor regenerates back into his 7th body.
That's wild. Sounds pretty cool though.
So, few little production notes.
Go on.
On June 10th, 1993, BBC Enterprises announced that it was going to be making a direct-to-video anniversary special to celebrate the 30th anniversary,
Yeah.
with it later being decided that the special would also air on BBC One in November on the anniversary week.
Yeah.
Wrigglesford's script... Well, that's quite difficult to say. Wrigglesford's script drew links with the Virgin New Adventures books, with Bernice Summerfield featuring, and also using the name Dorothy McShane, which was revealed as Ace's full name in a 1993 novel.
Right.
Graham Harper had agreed to direct.
Nice.
And it was hoped that Brian Blessed or David Bowie could play Hawkspur.
What?
Filming was scheduled to begin by the end of August to go out that November, which I felt like is quite a tight turnaround.
Very tight, yeah.
Apparently they seemed all right with it. Because it was only announced in the June.
Oh.
So, God knows. However, the project's budget meant that not all of the Doctors could play a major role.
Right.
So Wrigglesford chose to showcase Tom Baker's fourth Doctor as the most popular, with a secondary role for Sylvester McCoy's seventh as the most recent.
Yeah.
Drawing objections from John Pertwee, Peter Davison and Colin Baker, who felt as if they were being relegated to cameos.
Yeah.
At the same time, Philip Seagull was negotiating a co-production agreement with the BBC to bring Doctor Who back to TV for a regular series, and felt that the Dark Dimension would go against his proposal, which is what later became TV movie.
Yeah.
The BBC eventually chose to cancel the special on July 9th, 1993.
Probably for the best.
Mm.
Because if you can't do the full thing that you set to do and propose, then...
Yeah,
especially with the Doctors feeling, obviously, like they've been downgraded so that they could have Tom and Sylvester at the forefront. I can see that causing a lot of tension.
Yeah, I think things just kind of snowballed with that. Yeah, I think they just bit off more than they could chew.
Yeah.
I will show you some concept art, though.
Go on.
Because one of the foes from the Doctor's memory that would have appeared would have been the Cybermen.
Let me see now.
And there were some...
concept drawings for him.
Or, in fact, I think these were, actually made costumes.
What?
Very interesting. There you go.
Oh, they're kind of cool.
And there's one here with, I believe, what would have been a redesigned Ice Warrior.
The Ice Warrior I'm not that fussed about, but that Cyberman looks sick.
Interesting. It's very sort of H.R. Geiger, sort of alien, xenomorph.
I kind of like how human it looks. That's cool.
Weird little
really
things. Cool. But yeah, that's the Dark Dimension.
Wow. And
that is the final Unmade story on my list.
We got some interesting Unmade stories there.
Yeah, I think
that was an interesting one.
It's a good mix of good, bad, absolutely batshit.
Yeah. Kind of Doctor Who, really, isn't
it? Isn't it just? Isn't it just? Yeah. Did you enjoy that little?
I did. That was really educational. I really enjoyed that.
Step into a dark dimension, if you will.
Yeah.
An alternate universe of what could have been.
That was insane.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
And there are literally
so many
more. Yeah. We could do
hours. We could do a part 2 if you really enjoy it.
Yeah, if people want to hear a part 2, we could do that. But yeah.
I thought you were going to talk about the Rani stories that didn't get made, or does everyone know them?
Which ones?
The ones with Colin. Was it with Colin?
Oh, there is one that I missed off.
Yeah.
Which might have featured a certain Nestian consciousness.
What?
So.
Tell me.
Maybe that's maybe that's bait for if people want a part 2.
Oh, go on then, bait it, because you're baiting me as well.
And you can get Kat's reaction to that particular story. But yeah, let us know which of those.
Why would you miss off the Nestian? So evil.
I think because I'd already included the Toymaker one at the top.
Oh, so you already gave me that?
No. I mean, because it was an abandoned season 23 story. Okay. I wanted to spread it out across,
Fair.
let us know which of those was your favourite Unmade story, and if there are any others that you're like, you didn't talk about that one, that you think are particularly interesting.
We'll cover it in a part 2.
Drop us a comment. Let us know. Or if you don't want to drop us a comment and you want to contact us directly, you can go to the description, find the link tree, which has all of our social media links, or you could send us an email at thesayswhopod@gmail.com. Or if you don't want to go to the link tree and you're like, just tell me what your social media handles are. Kat is going to tell you right now, aren't you?
My Twitter and Instagram is at simplykatie_xo. What are yours?
I'm also on the Twitter at Sun and Biscuit and on the Sun and Biscuit YouTube channel, which you may very well be listening to this here podcast on right now. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.
We will be back next week.
Yeah, we will. Can't get rid of us that easy.
No, apparently not. I don't actually know what's coming up next week.
Silence the Library, Forest of the Dead.
Oh, yes it is. Very good. Look at you knowing the schedule.
I know, because I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, next week we are indeed dipping back into a bit of Series 4.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you why yet.
Ooh.
But it's a very, very interesting, incredibly tenuous link.
I'm sure it is.
As always.
Probably like, I picked up a book once on this day.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you'd like to see more of us before then, you can join us over on the Patreon, where we've got lots of bonus material. We've got audio commentary tracks. We've got our bonus podcast 8-track, where we talk about Paul McGann's Big Finish adventures right from the start, as well as lots of other little tidbits and pieces and goodness, haven't we?
Yeah. That's one way to describe it.
That's what I'm going for.
Tidbits and goodness.
Tidbits and goodness. Maybe we'll rebrand the podcast to that.
Yeah, tidbits and goodness.
Tidbits and bookness.
Tidbits
Yeah, but until then, thanks very much for listening. Give us a like, share, subscribe, follow on socials.
All the good stuff.
Give us a rating on Spotify or Apple or wherever you're listening.
But only if it's 5 out of 5.
Only if it's 5 out of 5. I mean, why would you give it any less?
I know.
I mean, you could if you wanted to, I suppose.
No,
but why would you do that?
Them.
I mean, yeah, you could do that. Of course you could.
But why?
But why?
Look at these people. Look at their potential.
Right, we're going to go and have some food, and we shall see you next week.
Bye.
Goodbye.